Hi everyone, and welcome to my first YouTube video. This video has taken quite some time to make. I just did not want to repeat myself or go off on a tangent, but I'm very excited to share with you guys a little bit about my fitness journey, some struggles that I have had in the past, and some tips and tricks that I use today to keep myself in check and stay healthy. I first started becoming passionate about fitness my freshman year of college back in 2015. This was a time in my life where I was not very mentally healthy or physically, and I just had a lot going on and didn't really know how to balance any of my personal life and school life. As a result, I ended up gaining the freshman 15 and decided that I needed to make some changes to my life and started going to the gym. I was super eager to start my fitness journey and start getting back into shape and feeling healthier, that I didn't realize what I was doing was extremely unhealthy. I was essentially restricting myself, never giving myself days off or any days to rest. So there is a hormone in the body called cortisol, and when the body is under a lot of stress, your cortisol levels raise. As a result, you will experience a lot of inflammation in your body as well as weight gain. Although I was trying to lose a lot of weight, I was actually doing the opposite. I was stressing my body out more than it already was, and I was being way too excessive with the gym and not allowing myself to rest. This got to the point where I started putting the gym before my friends, before schoolwork. Basically, the gym was on my mind 24/7. A lot of the workouts that I did included high interval training, heavy weightlifting, as well as cardio. It wasn't that there was necessarily a problem with the workouts I was doing, it was just a problem that I was doing them every single day. It took me some time to realize that I needed to make some changes in my workout routine. I finally realized that what I was doing was a lot more harmful than it was good. And I've now started to include yoga into my workout routine, as well as lifting lighter weights and not doing as many HIIT workouts. I guess what I'm trying to get at here is I was trying to lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time, and it was really unhealthy. And I want you guys to know that if you are on your way to starting a fitness journey or a new workout routine, I want to emphasize the fact that losing weight or reaching a certain goal does not happen overnight. It took me 3 years to lose 25 pounds and maintain that weight. And the takeaway from this would be, don't be hard on yourself and just understand that all of this takes time. I've had many of my friends ask me what I do personally to stay fit and feel healthier. So I wanted to share with you guys a couple of tips and tricks that I use up to this day. I just want to let you guys know that these are all things that work for me and might not particularly work for you, so take everything that I say today with a grain of salt. My first tip that I would like to include is to try to eat oatmeal in the morning for breakfast. I like to switch it up a bit, and I like to do a stovetop oats when the weather is colder out, or an overnight refrigerated oats when the weather is warmer. I definitely recommend switching it up a bit and trying different toppings or fruits. I like to add apples or pears to mine. I definitely recommend throwing in dried fruits like raisins or dried cranberries. Some good sources of protein would be to try and include some hemp seeds or peanut butter. I love drizzling honey on top of my oatmeal, and for me, oatmeal tastes just like dessert, and I am a huge fan of having dessert for breakfast. My second tip that I would like to include is to try and go on walks. Walks are a great way to get in some cardio. I'm not really a huge fan of running, so I prefer to go on walks every day. So now we're gonna go walk up the hill, which is my least favorite part of my walks, but you definitely get a workout in. I definitely recommend to try and go on a hike with a couple of friends, maybe take some pictures and enjoy the sceneries. Every day is a different day and you might not know what you'll run into. Tip number 3, I definitely recommend including probiotics in your diet. If you don't know what the benefits of probiotics are, they help heal your gut as well as help your digestive system and even give you a more clear complexion. Some sources of probiotics include coconut yogurt or even getting a probiotic drink at your grocery store. I highly recommend that you all try and include probiotics in your diet. Tip number 4, don't neglect abs. I used to work out my abs 2 to 3 times a week, but now I work out my abs every day and I have seen a huge difference overall in the way my stomach looks. I know ab workouts are a little bit of a pain and they're frustrating, but I promise you, if you keep staying consistent and do your ab workouts as much as you can, your stomach is gonna look a lot flatter overall and a lot more firm and toned. Tip number 4 would be to try and include stomach vacuums in your routine. If you don't know what stomach vacuums are, they are an exercise that work out a certain muscle of your stomach that you don't necessarily work out every day in your ab workouts. I definitely recommend to look up a tutorial online and set a daily reminder on your phone to try to do these as often as possible. Tip number 6, I like to personally include leaner meats in my diet. I tend to eat salmon, chicken, and turkey. I just feel like red meats are a little bit harder for me to digest. Now, this isn't something that you should all do, but it's something that has personally worked for me. Tip number 7, I would definitely try to include natural drinks that boost your metabolism, like coffee, green tea, or black tea. I just want to let you guys know that you should be consuming the proper amounts of caffeine, and too much caffeine is never good for you. I like to have 2 cups of coffee a day. I'll do a warm cup of coffee in the morning with my breakfast, and then an iced latte in the afternoon with my lunch. Tip number 8 is one of my most crucial tips that I like to follow, and it is to eat whenever you're hungry. If you're hungry, your body most likely knows what it's doing, so I would just go ahead and trust your instincts and grab something to eat. It is never a good idea to try and restrict yourself from eating because it's only going to instigate you to want to eat more food in one sitting later on and binge eat, which is never a good idea. Tip number 9, try to eat lighter meals. Eat meals that are going to be easier on your digestion, and try not to eat foods that have a lot of additives or preservatives in them, or foods that are drowned in butter. I would personally choose a baked chicken, sweet potato, and rice over a slice of pizza. Obviously, we all want to have our cheat days, and that is totally okay. But overall, try and feed yourself with foods that are going to make you feel lighter throughout the day and give you more energy. For my last tip, this might not be applicable to all of you, but it definitely was for me, and it would be to exercise less and eat more. If you restrict yourself more, your body is just going to want to store that extra fat, so I recommend to take it easy, and as soon as you do, I promise you, you will start to see better results. Alright you guys, that is all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. I just want to let you guys know that all of these things are what work particularly for me and might not for you, so take everything that I said today with a grain of salt. I definitely plan on filming a what I eat in a day and maybe a fitness video sometime in the future. This channel is mostly going to be a bunch of vlogs and just daily videos of my adventures. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!